Steve Bowers and
Cassandra Fuller.
we welcome you to Six in the City. We have relatives.
We do. So glad
People
to see
came from
you.
all the way to Washington State to see how badly you abused me on this show.
That's not true.
Yeah, they've heard about it. Came down here to help rescue me.
Gosh,
so we're glad to
bless
have
your
uncle and
heart.
father and everybody here. Yeah.
So abused.
I
We do want to
am.
make mention of this weekend, which is
Household
October the
Hazardous
28th.
Day.
It's Household Hazardous Waste Day. You need to take all of your household hazardous waste out to 112 Union Avenue. You can go to jacksonstormwater.com/waste-collection to find out what they'll take.
Get rid of all that pesticide and use motor oil and all that stuff right behind the farmer's market this coming Saturday. Cherie Parker's with us. We're going to talk about the vein drain that is coming up Thursday, the 26th. Tammy Buchanan is here. We're getting ready to kirk the tartan at the First Presbyterian Church.
Kirk the tartan.
If you're not familiar with that, we're going to explain what all that's about.
That's right.
And so we'll get that set up today. And
Kelly Shepard is here with Youthtown. They're promoting their Extra Mile campaign. She's going to tell us a little bit more about that to raise money for Youthtown.
Marcy
Then
Hendrick,
also,
yeah.
Marcy Hendrick, she's the Executive Director for Women of Hope Recovery Center, is here along with a host of women who'll be taking over our stage.
Surrounded by beautiful women, I am today.
That's right.
Yeah. And so
You're not going to know what to do with yourself.
I'm not going to know what to do with myself.
But their 8th annual gala is coming up. She's going to tell us about that.
Diane Robinson's with us. We have a special Classic Nashville Roadshow that's coming to the NED this coming Friday night, the 27th. And then Cheryl Moynihan is with us, the Salvation Army Angel Tree. We're doing sign-ups this week. And we're looking for your help and support all that. We're into the season.
We are.
And the Salvation Army is front line with that. And then we've got all kinds of entertainment coming. Well, the Women of Hope.
The Women of Hope are here.
That's all ahead on this Six in the City.
Hi, I'm Kedrick Perkins, PGA General Manager at Jackson Country Club. Jackson Country Club's amenities are true Southern hospitality. Championship golf course, fine dining, 6 tennis courts, junior Olympic pool and fitness. We pride ourselves in giving our members the best. Choosing JEA was a logical choice so that we could tie in our phone, internet, and cable solutions so that we can advance our next segment of technology.
First Baptist Church is about making disciples, building community, serving others, equipping families, and above all, glorifying God. We'd love to have you join us. First Baptist Church, for God, His gospel, and His glory.
Thank you for voting us Best Cable Television, Internet, and Home Phone in the Jackson Sun Reader's Choice Awards. You can count on us for excellent values and powerful services. Cable television with TiVo offering access to Netflix, Hulu, Pandora, and more. TV everywhere for watching on the go. Fastest internet speeds in the area. Telephone with features you'll love, all on your JA bill. Thank you for choosing E+ Broadband and for your trust in the local service we provide right here in Jackson.
Welcome back to Six in the City. Well, now, that's not a fair thing to say.
Nobody heard me.
Well, we have promos that we cut 4 or 5 years ago, and the hair was brown, and so was the beard. And I can't help that, and I was thin. And, I don't know, and now I see the show every week, and I go, oh my gosh, look at this.
Who is that guy?
Who is this guy? Cherie Parker, you may have seen her as Frankenstein's daughter in commercials.
The bride
Frankenstein's bride.
Frankenstein.
Oh, okay.
Nagging wife, I think, is the tone of it, actually. But anyway, yeah, we did a little spin on that.
Well, I'm
but
glad
anyway,
he
it was
had
fun.
one too. That makes me feel better.
Yes.
Frankenstein had to put up with one, then now we're in together.
Yeah.
She's with Lifeline Blood Services, Cherie is, and it's a fun event coming up, a very serious event, and it's called the Vein Drain. It's an extended hour blood drive that's coming up Thursday, the 26th. You don't have to wait until then. You can be a blood donor noon till 6 at any point this week, Monday through Thursday, or till Thursday. And from 8 to 2 on Friday. But the Vein Drain's a fun event. We have a special T-shirt that
We
we've got out
do,
here.
yeah. This is the 26th annual Vein Drain Halloween Blood Drive. You know, people call us vampires year-round anyway.
All right.
And that's funny, you know, that's really not insulting anymore to me because, you know, it does mean that we do help save lives. At the end of that joke is a life-saving unit of blood. But, you know, it's a time that we can play up the theme, and we have our staff dressed up, and we got special refreshments and special decorations and different things. And then, of course, each year we try to do a cool T-shirt, something a little bit different with the Halloween theme. So this year it's Take a Bite Out of Blood Shortages. So that's why also we're like headed into the November, December, January,
right.
starting out with the Vein Drain to try to build that blood supply up to make sure it is stable, remains stable through the season.
Well, we got past the critical need stage.
We
Now
did,
just
yeah.
need to get back to storage.
Yeah, let's
It's Thursday the 26th, Thursday of this week, and it'll be from 8 a.m. till 6 p.m. at 183 Starting Farms Drive. And we're hitting the holiday season, which what happens, blood demand doesn't go down. Demand for blood does not go down, but our donor patterns change.
People are busy.
We got holidays and Thanksgiving.
Just think of your calendar.
Right.
People are just busier and busier, and so we have to scream a little bit louder, be a little more creative with our messaging. And I just wanted to mention that this year, the Vein Drain is 26th year, but we're having a new little event, a little dimension added to that. We're going to do a trunk or treat for the kids from 3 to 6. There in our parking lot, we'll have some section. Yeah, so come, bring your kids, give them another chance to wear their Halloween outfit, get your money's worth, that kind of thing. So we'll have little games and treats and stuff like that for the kids.
Now, as donors, can we come dressed up?
You can come dressed up, and several of our blood donors have started getting into the spirit of
is that
things.
right? Okay.
Yeah, just as long as you have something that will not interfere with your good vein, to make sure you can pull your
find your
arm
good
up,
vein first, right?
So we encourage anything like that just to make it fun, and it is one more chance for us to make saving lives fun because people do need blood every day all over the world, especially here in West Tennessee, and the blood that you donate does go to help local patients here in West Tennessee. And after we meet our needs here, if we are called on in other areas of the country, we will help there too. So
the Blood Center not only services Madison County, but how many other?
We have 15 hospitals here in West Tennessee that we provide blood for.
Okay, those are patients at those hospitals. And so it's important work, and it can vary out there significantly.
Yes.
Sometimes during the holidays, we do have traffic crashes or other things. I mean, sometimes there are glitches.
Right,
Scheduled
or
surgeries tend to go down, but sometimes emergencies go up.
And like the recent events with the flooding and the storms and things like that, those are things where in a situation like that, you want to be sure you have enough supply is stable to meet your normal needs. And then if your area should be hit with a tragedy, which would knock some folks out of their routine or cause more injury to have more blood usage needed, then you'd be able to filter in and supply
Talk about Vegas for a second when you get hit with that. Of course, the local response there seemed overwhelming.
Yes, the local response there after the mass shooting there was overwhelming. They did news stories on it, and then of course the next day we got notified by the blood centers out there. We're all connected, all across the country. Blood centers are connected, and we are always checking with each other to make sure that we have enough on hand. And so when something like that happens, we're like, do you need help? Do you need help? And they reported that their local folks had just turned out in droves, and they hoped that those people will turn into donors every 8 weeks and make sure, because actually they were turning people away because they didn't want to expire the blood they had so much.
Always good to see you.
It is.
Thank you so much.
Thursday the 26th.
And trunk or treat is at what time?
3 to 6.
3 to 6.
All right. Tammy Buchanan coming up next. We're going to Kirk the Tartan, whatever that is. We'll find out on 6 in the City.
Every day we hear of friends, family, and co-workers who are rushed to the hospital after an accident or for surgery. Every year, patients in West Tennessee served by Lifeline Blood Services require 27,000 units of blood and blood products. As a result, over 500 blood donors are needed every week. Visit our website now at lifelinebloodserve.org or call 427-4431. Lifeline Blood Services. Give blood. Save lives.
In 1986, my life changed forever when I struck 3 buried high-voltage cables while working on an excavation site. 30,000 volts of electricity blew through my body. I'm lucky to be alive and able to walk again. Today, accidents like mine can be avoided with a simple call to 811 in order to have your dig site marked.
Always call 811 before digging and be a hero. Respect the flags. Brought to you by Tennessee 811.
Drawing from a tremendous underground aquifer, JA's water supply is sand filtered by nature. This water supply is not only plentiful, it requires minimal treatment. Continually lab tested for quality, it's the water distributed through the Water Division at JEA. More than once named by the Tennessee Association of Utility Districts as West Tennessee's best tasting water. Clean water, another part of JEA today.
minute.
Welcome back to Six in the City. Tammy Buchanan's with us, and we're going to hear from the Women of Hope, and they got a special gala we'll find out about coming up in November. Tammy Buchanan's with us. She is an elder at the First Presbyterian Church here in our city, among other things in her life.
Yes.
All right, very good.
Yes.
And First Presbyterian coming up on Sunday, November the 5th at 9:30, and that's the day when we change time back to standard time.
Oh boy.
So you don't want to show up an hour early.
No.
In the parking lot by yourself at 9:30 that morning.
You'll get a really good
Yep.
seat.
We're going to have a service called Kirkin the Tartan. And when people hear that, it's like, okay.
Doing the what?
Yeah. It's like, I knew those Presbyterians had slid off into the deep end, but I didn't know they'd gone that far.
The
Right?
Scottish people.
Yeah, but it has a real significant place in the history of the church. And Kirkin is?
A blessing.
Okay.
Kirk means to bless.
Okay.
And so on November 5th, we have the Kirkin of the Tartans annually at First Presbyterian Church. It is a beautiful worship service and a time of memory. It's also All Saints' Day, so it's a time when the bells toll, the Caroline bells at First Presbyterian Church toll for those who have passed on, those we call saints, who paved the way for all of us, and they have passed on. So we remember our heritage, we remember those who paved the way and went before us, and we look forward to our future. So it's a time of blessing, and we carry on in our families and in the church.
And for those who don't know, what's tartan?
A tartan, let me just hold this up. Make sure you can see this. I've got the Anderson, the blue one, and kind of the yellow and the red one is the Buchanan. These are tartans.
Okay.
So they're special because they tell a story, and when you see a tartan, you know someone is representing their family and their heritage. Yes.
So, it's a
So
different
each
pattern.
each pattern is different
a
too.
sect.
per
Each one
family.
is a sect. SECT.
So
sect.
people would bring
Families.
their tartan into the church, and it would be blessed. It would be a blessing.
Right.
The
And
thing.
so there's a special time for a processional that everyone in the church, and you don't have to be Scottish that day. You can bring everyone is a little bit
that day.
You can be from Alabama.
Just that day. You can be from Alabama right here. You can be right here off of Royal or Holland, wherever you want to be. But the special part of it is we're all in Christ. But it's just a good reminder, and the Kirkin of the Tartans was founded, it's a Scottish-American tradition since 1941. Reverend Peter Marshall founded it at the New York Avenue Church in Washington, D.C. And so the reason for that was there were enough people who were in America at that time, and they wanted to remember the trials and the difficulties and the struggles they faced to come to America as immigrants. Okay. And so it's very much a time of being united. I must have been very eager to talk about this because this is my second week to show up here.
Showed here last week.
Yeah, I came last week. I was so eager to talk about
Some
this.
people are an hour early on the Sunday of transition. It was a week early.
Yes, I was a week early. And so, but the cool thing about this is it's very much about our community. The community is invited. The Wolf River Pipe and Drum Corps comes and leads the processional and leads the music. And so we have that's a bagpipe corps that comes and leads us.
Well, the Presbyterian faith was rooted John Knox in Scotland, and in Scotland, the Presbyterians were the church. Mm-hmm. And as those immigrants came here, they brought that faith with them. First Presbyterian Church was the first church to be organized in this city.
Right.
Jackson was organized in 1822, the county in 1821, and First Presbyterian in 1823. So it's got a long-standing history here. So you're invited to be there November the 5th at 9:30. For the Kirkin of the Tartan, a special service, and it will be a splendid day.
Yes.
And if you don't have a tartan, we'll have one for you.
Yes, and it should be cold that day because it's very cold in here. I think it might snow in here. But just go ahead and pull out your best wool and your best plaids, and even if you don't know the meaning of it, it's just a beautiful service, and it reminds us in that little microcosm as we gather. It's a great reminder of what Christ does in our community and the place among all of us, and a good time of fellowship.
Right. Well, it's good to see you.
It's good to have you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're a utility company. We run air conditioning even in the winter. We're delighted to have these ladies. Tammy, it's good to see you.
Okay, thank you.
We're delighted to have these ladies with us. These are women from Women of Hope from the Hope Recovery Center.
God, I'm I'm running for your heart till I am a soul on fire. Lord, I'm longing for your ways. I'm waiting for the day when I am a soul on fire. Till I am a soul on fire. God, I'm running for your heart. I'm running for your heart till I am a soul on fire. Lord, I'm longing for your ways. I'm waiting for the day when I am a soul on fire. Till I am a soul on fire. Lord, restore the joy I had. I have wandered, bring me back. In this darkness, lead me through until all I see is you. God, I'm running for your heart. I'm running for your heart till I am a soul on fire. Lord, I'm longing for your ways. I'm waiting for the day when I am a soul on fire. Till I am a soul on fire. Lord, let me burn for you again. Let me return to you again. Lord, let me burn for you again. Let me return to you again. God, I'm running for your heart. I'm running for your heart till I am a soul on fire. Lord, I'm longing for your ways. I'm waiting for the day when I am a soul on fire. God, I'm running for your heart. I'm running for your heart till I am a soul on fire. Till I am a soul on fire. Till I am a soul on fire.
On your mark, get set, glow. It's time for the 7th Annual Leadership Jackson's Impact Glow Run 5K. Glow with us Tuesday, November 14th, 6:30 p.m. at Liberty Park, 24 Channing Way, Jackson. All proceeds benefit Madison County CASA, a nonprofit created to advocate for safe, permanent nurturing homes for abused and neglected children. Walk-up registration at 5:30 p.m., Glow Run at 6:30 p.m. racesonline.com.
So as the owner of Master Medical Equipment here in Jackson, we value JEA's service and our partnership with them. One of the main reasons we relocated into this area was to use JEA's broadband internet service. We do a lot of teleconferencing, we do a lot of international calling. Inside Sales business is based off of access to telephone, to internet, to all the services we need to operate. And we had to go with JEA because I felt it was the best fit for our business.
Welcome back to Six in the City. We will hear more from the Women of Hope, and we're glad to have them with us. Kelly Cash Shepard is with us with Youthtown, and we have a special campaign that's underway right now. We'll continue until the end of the year, and it's called the Extra Mile Campaign. So it's good to have you with us.
Well, thanks for having me. It's great to be back.
What is this about here?
Well, in the past, Youthtown has spent a lot of time during the year raising money to make up for the difference that our billing, doesn't cover. Pretty much our operating budget comes from, health insurance billing and billing that we get from grants and some of the state-appointed kids that we have. But we always have that extra that where kids come in and either they their parents have trouble meeting the deductible, or maybe they have no resources at all. And of course, Youthtown doesn't want to turn anyone away. And so we have those situations where we have to find funds, which is, as a director of advancement, fundraising is my job. And so that's where we go out into the community and we have these fundraiser after fundraiser after fundraiser. And in a lot of my training, since I hadn't been in this job before, almost every nonprofit has an annual campaign. And when I was talking to Dr. Pepper Pratt, we said, it's about time that we have an annual campaign and where we can really get out in the community and let them know how much Youthtown serves our community of Jackson right here, because I don't think people realize what Youthtown does for the community. I've said this on your show probably one other time before, but for every dollar that is spent in substance abuse, we save $7 in correctional facility monies and $11 in health care. And right now, healthcare talk is all the rage, and we don't know how healthcare is going to change in the future. It's always being talked about, and because of that, we want to try to raise the majority of the money that we raise each year to spend, that we spend on what families can't provide, the facility cost that comes up, when the air conditioning breaks, which wouldn't be a problem today, or when the heat breaks, and then also for our future, because we're always needing to expand. 2 years ago we opened Eden, and we served 12 girls a month, but it'd be nice.
Has it been 2 years already?
It's been 2 years, but it'd be nice to serve 16 girls a month. So we want to be able to raise that money right now. And if you've never been to Youthtown, boy, we'd love to have people come out, and we'd love to show you around. And so you're gonna start to see some ads on air and in print and on social media. And so we're just trying to raise that now so that we're free to do other things that just bring attention to Youthtown in the future.
And for those who aren't aware of Youthtown or where it's at, where is it located?
Well, the main campus is in Pinson, right off of 45, and the girls' facility is in Beach Bluff. But if you want to come by the administrative offices, it's off of 45 in Pinson, and that's where we would love to, like I said, show you around and show you the facilities.
You call, make an appointment to tour? Or?
You can, yes, calling is always best, but hey, if you stop by, there's always people there. Of course.
Nobody's going to turn you down.
Yeah.
Youthtown has been in existence how long now?
We opened in 1962, but we were pretty much a boys' home.
Boys' home.
Yeah, kind of like the Baptist Children's Home, and it really was the state that asked us to really focus on substance abuse treatment, and that was really just a blessing to us because we were able to focus our attention on a really specific need that the state had, and boy, does our state have that need now as society has changed and with drug use. And a lot of people know that my late uncle Johnny Cash was on the board of Youthtown for years, and that is a subject that was close to his heart. And I love that as a Cash that I can continue his legacy by supporting and now actually working for Youthtown. So it's real special.
Serves
Youthtown, boys and girls, and the entire 12 to 17, the entire state of Tennessee, and surrounding states, depending on your insurance needs. And of course, we always check with the insurance first because it really depends, and then we make sure they know their options because sometimes they'll cover some but not all, and we always make sure they know if there may be some grants available, what fundraising options are available, and then every now and then you have a family that really can afford just to pay for the services right there. And there's a lot of needs there on campus because we provide a school, cafeteria. I mean, the kids come and live there for 90 days. So it's not like, it's not like in and out. Right. They're living there. They got a bed. They got clothes. There are a lot of needs that are right there on campus.
So you're seeing opioid stuff coming into the younger people?
Yes. Okay. And it's disturbing in the state of Tennessee because 70% of opioid use is coming right out of the home, out of the parents' medicine cabinet. And it's just a very staggering statistic, but that is how it is, at least in this state and probably in in a lot of the states. But it's just a changing culture. The drug culture is, and it used to be we saw more meth, and we still see a lot of meth use, but it's changing. It's changing every day.
Oh no,
Yeah.
that's not a problem at all. So how can the community help with your Extra Mile campaign?
Well, they can. The main way they can help is by being involved, by coming to see us, and then when they see those Facebook ads and when they see the mail outs, is by thinking about and praying about giving to Youthtown. Like I said, just $1 spent saves our whole community $11 in health care. And so by thinking about giving now during this period through Christmas, and they can give by mail, on Facebook, on our webpage, and of course it's just youthtown.net. And our Facebook page is easy to find, and we make it it's easy to give, not just to our nonprofit, but Jackson is a giving community. It's easy to give to any of the nonprofits in our area, but if you find us on our webpage, youthtown.net, or our Facebook page, or if you see one of our handouts or mailers, then please, and then just pray for our kids. Right.
Always good to see you.
Always
good. Important work.
Thank you for having me.
Pleasure. It's always good to have Kelly Cass Shepherd with us and the Extra Mile campaign for Youthtown. We're going back to the main stage, as we say. Once again, these are the Women of Hope.
You unravel me with a melody. You surround me with a song of deliverance from my enemies till all my fears are gone. I'm no longer chosen me. Love has called my name. I've been born again into your family. Your blood flows through my veins. I'm no longer a slave to fear. I am a child of God. I'm no longer a slave to fear. I am a child of God. I am surrounded by the arms of the Father. I am surrounded by songs of deliverance. We've been liberated from our bondage. We're the sons and the daughters. Let us sing our freedom. Oh, 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 oh. You split the sea so I could walk right through it. My fears were drowned in perfect love. You rescued me and I will stand and sing. I am a child of God. I am a child of God. I am a child of God.
I'm Jimmy Floyd. Operations Manager with Jackson-Madison County Emergency Management Agency in Jackson, Tennessee. With E-Plus Broadband High-Speed Internet, we're able to host training classes and better prepare our responders from all over the county and state. It also gives us the ability to track storms and natural disasters in real time. The phone system allows us the flexibility to stay in contact with local, state, and federal agencies both in and out of the office, which is crucial in our line of work.
This is Sergeant Chris Richardson of the Tennessee Highway Patrol. Over my career, I've been asked what's the most difficult part about being a state trooper. That's easy. The hardest part about being a state trooper is going to someone's house and telling the people there that someone they love is never ever coming home because of a senseless, preventable traffic crash. In Tennessee, every year, way too many lives are lost by drinking and driving, texting and driving, and not wearing your seatbelt. Please don't make me tell your loved ones that you're not coming home.
Friday Night Live. High school football is back on E-Plus TV6. Catch the action every Friday night as E-Plus TV6 brings you exciting play-by-play of local team rivalries. Check eplustv6.com for weekly games and replay schedules. This week, the Lake County Falcons play the TCA Lions. Don't miss this great matchup exclusively on E-Plus TV6.
P6 in the city. You have been hearing from the Women of Hope, and we will hear more from them coming up in this program. Right now, Marcy Hendrick is with us, and she's the executive director of this program. What is Women of Hope?
Women of Hope is a treatment center for women that are caught in the cycle of drugs and alcohol. And it's a faith-based rehab.
Okay, all right.
Tell us who you have with us today.
Well, this is Christy, and this is Tanya, and both these girls are graduates of Women of Hope, Hope Recovery Center, and now they both work there.
Oh, the center, okay. All right,
in fact, Christy is now director over the Women of Hope in the house, and she has a few hats. And Tanya teaches, and she makes sure the kitchen's all in order, and they do an awesome job.
All the women that are here with us today are graduates of this program or have been involved?
All the women that are here today are in the program right now.
Currently in the program.
All right. The Women of Hope and the Hope Recovery Center, they have an event coming up. It's the 8th annual gala, and they've been with us each year that this event has been held. It's coming up Tuesday, November the 7th. It'll be at 6 p.m. Doors will open at 5:30 at the Northside United Methodist Church. It will be at Hope Hall. How do we get tickets for this?
Okay, you can just call the office of Hope Recovery Center.
Okay.
It's 424-9019, and that area code is 731. And we will get you tickets, and we hope everybody comes, too. In fact, I was thinking, this is kind of strange, but I think I've been on this 8 years.
I was going to ask, every year that you guys have done it, you've been here to tell us about
and
the gala.
I think we all still look the same.
Yes, we do, don't we? We haven't changed a bit.
And that is so rewarding. I guess it's just the good living.
That's right. That's exactly what it is.
I tell people I'm getting younger and better looking every day. They say, yeah.
I'm sticking with that, too.
Yeah, Christy, what's this program meant then for you?
This program has gave me back my children. I mean, the women, they tell me thank you for being there for them, but actually it's them being there for me. Okay. I mean, I have to have this program for myself because I came through it, and giving back is everything to me.
How long ago was
when
that?
When did you graduate?
Almost 4 years ago.
Oh, wow.
Okay, great.
And she also had been in several rehabs before that.
Okay.
But this one, she just made a difference in her life.
That's where she needed to be.
Yeah. And Christy.
Tanya, what about you?
This program is just an integral part of my life today. I don't recognize my life from, before I came into this program. It has given my pain such purpose. And to be able to share our experience and our strength and our hope with the ladies that come through and watch how God just works continually in our lives and in their lives and through the Women of Hope ministry is just absolutely amazing.
Marcy, then, how did this start?
Well, I just seen such a need, and it seemed like people were always saying, once a drug addict, always a drug addict, once an alcoholic, always an alcoholic. And, I stick with the scripture that said, whom the Son sets free is free indeed. And I thought, they don't have to be burdened down with that because God is bigger than the addiction. And, I was thinking as these women were standing up there, and every time I hear them, I just want to sit and cry. because none of these women here today are professional singers, you know. And every one of them standing up there has lost everything because of drugs and alcohol. And Women of Hope gives them a new hope, a hope that they didn't have before.
How do people come to you, get referred to you?
They come different ways. A lot of them are court ordered into our center, and it's a long-term center. It's a year program.
Wow.
Year program.
Okay.
Because if you've been doing drugs and alcohol for a while, it's not an easy fix. It's not an overnight thing.
3 months isn't going to fix
No,
it.
3 months, 30 days, and I seen that right off, you know, that I knew even through my own daughter that, you know, I knew there had to be hope for her, not to spend her life losing her children and losing, because they lose everything, material, everything, you know, they lose through addiction.
Well, there's a special gala that will help fund this program, and you see what it does. It's coming up Tuesday, November 7th, 6 p.m. at the Northside United Methodist Church, Hope Hall. You can get ticket information at 424-9019. It will be a special evening. These ladies will sing.
Yes, they will be singing, they will be dancing. These two will be giving their testimony of what this program has done for them. And it will be at Northside Methodist on North Highland. And, you know, we always give honor to someone, too. Last year we honored Dr. Chris and his wife, Dr. Chris Welch and his wife, Elise, because we also take pregnant women now. And he oversees that.
Okay. Well, it's great work. It's good to see you.
Tickets are how much?
They are $500 for a table of 8, or $62.50 for a single ticket.
Okay. 424-9019. 424-9019. And you see now the Women of Hope and the Hope Recovery Center. It's good to see you.
It is good to have you, ladies. Thank you so much.
We'll be back with more 6 in the City.
JA Site Pay kiosks are the convenient way to pay your utility bill. These kiosks are featured in the foyer at Martin Luther King Jr. Drive and at the drive-thru at Pleasant Plains Extended. Use your account number and follow step-by-step prompts to pay with cash, check, credit, or debit card. Account credit is immediate, and a printed confirmation receipt is provided. Another step in customer service at JEA today.
Ready, set, go for it. It's your adventure. This is your GAC.
Steve Beverly's TV Classics can cure what ails you.
I watched and it got rid of my hemorrhoids.
Staying awake at night? Just watch TV Classics.
My daughter watched and she went right to sleep.
Do not watch Steve Beverly's TV Classics. It bites upsets your stomach. Do not watch if high drama leads to emotional distress. And do not turn on TV6 Saturday or Sunday at 7 if hillbillies give you a gallbladder attack.
Ask your doctor if Steve Beverly's Classics is right for you.
Welcome back to 6 in the City. We will hear more from the Women of Hope coming up in this segment. But first, Diane Robinson is with us. She's Executive Director of the NED here in Jackson. And they got a special step coming up in their season, and it's this week. It's the 27th. It's Friday evening at 7:30, and we're welcoming Jason Petty and Katie Deal and the classic Nashville Road Show.
That's it.
All right, so what is this?
Well, these two, we've had Jason Petty, so Jackson might remember him from the past. He did an actual Hank Williams show, but this time, because they're calling it the Classic Road Show, they're actually going to do more than just Hank. They'll do Conway Twitty and
Patsy Cline, another
Patsy Cline and Laura Lynn and Tammy Wynette and George Jones. And they said their costumes would even come close to some of that. He'd be real proud of them.
It's great to have old clothes you can still wear.
like that.
I always get new stuff.
And I'm anxious to see their set.
On your side.
How much more can we expand this?
I'm telling you.
Jason was doing, I talked to Katie this morning and on Blue Suede Forever, and Jason was doing a Hank Williams show, and she'd been doing Patsy Cline for several years. And they did the same show, worked at the theater, and got to talking about this, and they had been working on this and finally started staging it a couple of years ago. It's been out now for a couple of years. They're coming up with a sequel because they said you always have people come and say, man, I wish y'all would do
something together.
They're on to something now. But they bring a 5-piece band in.
They are.
And they just kick and run the history of country music, starting with Hank Williams. or a lot of it, all the way up to Porter and Dolly and all that stuff.
Right, they are. And if I'm not mistaken, I could have sworn when I talked to the agent, he said that their set would be set up kind of like the Ryman Auditorium.
Right,
so I'm anxious to see if that's what they do.
Bring a little of the Ryman here to
There you
Jackson.
go. Bring it to Jackson.
She said it's it's a theatrical production as well as music, and the costuming is authentic.
It's magnificent. It's awesome.
It's the real stuff and country singers look differently back in the 40s and 50s than they do today.
Oh, come on now.
Well, I mean, are those real wagon wheels on your shirt?
Yeah, something like that. Well, I don't know. He was bright.
Hank Jr. had the car had the cattle horn on it.
There you go.
Pierce had the guitar-shaped swimming pool. It was all that stuff. They did it up right.
I'm not sure how much of that we'll see, but hey.
You can check this. They have video on YouTube at Classic Nashville Roadshow.
Right.
And then you can also, Jason Petty's got a website, jasonpetty.com, and Katie Deal, D-E-A-L, has one as well, K-A-T-I-E. And she's got her because they record separately and they work separately. But this show has been very, very successful. And so if you're a country music fan, the Ned's going to be the place to be.
You need to be here.
Friday night, 7:30. Tickets are $27 and $30.
They are. Senior tickets are senior and students are $27 and adults are $30.
All right.
I'm pretty sure you could probably
Fuller has to pay full price. I get in for less.
I was not going to say anything. You brought it up. So see, I'm not picking on you.
I said he'll fit the 30 this time.
There are advantages being old.
We'll sell a $30 ticket.
You may not have as much money, but it goes further.
Now, Diane said she'd take your $30.
Oh,
if it makes you feel better, you can give her $30.
Pay regular price. Pay regular price. What else is coming up this season?
We have, well, you know, my mind just went. We have Red Skelton coming up later in the year, and we have at Christmas time we have a group that was here back in March. They're out of Nashville. Lord, I can't even tell. I'm so sorry. You should.
No, it's all right. Well, I didn't think about that. I thought we had a Christmas show coming.
We do, and it's a great Christmas show.
So,
it's siblings. There's like 7 siblings.
Are you on Facebook or webpage?
We are. They need to go to the NED. They can actually go to cityofjackson.net to their website. But also the NED has a Facebook page, and they can
find out events there.
Everything's on there.
Well, that's this Friday night, 7:30, the 27th, for the Classic Nashville Roadshow. It is a great show, and it's well put together. I've been watching some of the footage and all this, and so it's great. It's good to have you here.
Right. It's good to see you again. We hadn't seen you in a while.
I know. I need to come more.
I know.
We're going back to the main stage, as we call it here, and these, once again, are the Women of Hope.
Been ostracized for 12 years. I'm used to being alone. Spent everything I had and now it's gone. I'm used to being put down. My issues tell it all. My only hope is anchored in this fall. If I could just touch the hem of his garment, I know I'd be made whole. If I could just press my way through this madness, his love would heal my soul. If only one touch. So many people calling. How could he ever know that just the brush of him would stop the flow? If he knew, would he rebuke me or shame me to the crowd? Well, I'm desperate 'cause it's never or it's now. If I could just touch the hem of his garment, I know I'd be made whole. If I could just press my way through this madness, his love would heal my soul. And then suddenly he turned around. He said, somebody has unleashed my power. Well, frightened and embarrassed, I bowed. You see, I told him of my troubles and how I had to touch the hem of his garment, and I know I've been made whole, and how I had pressed my way through this madness, and his love has healed my soul. Then with one word he touched the hem of my garment, and you know I've been made whole. And somehow he pressed his way through my madness, and his love has healed my soul. I tell you, he touched me. He reached way down and touched me when no one else would touch me. Your Jesus should have touched me, and I know I've been made whole.
What if everyone in Jackson, Madison County read the same book at the same time? Find out this September and October as we invite you to read Station 11 by Emily St. John Mandel and join us for free special events and programs for all ages. The Jackson, Madison County Library presents The Big Read. Visit jmcreads.org.
Every day we hear of friends, family, and co-workers who are rushed to the hospital after an accident or for surgery. Every year, patients in West Tennessee served by Lifeline Blood Services require 27,000 units of blood and blood products. As a result, over 500 blood donors are needed every week. Visit our website now at lifelinebloodserve.org or call 427-4431. Lifeline Blood Services. Give blood. Save lives.
On your mark, get set, glow. It's time for the 7th Annual Leadership Jackson's Impact Glow Run 5K. Glow with us Tuesday, November 14th, 6:30 p.m. at Liberty Park, 24 Channing Way, Jackson. All proceeds benefit Madison County CASA, a nonprofit created to advocate for safe, permanent nurturing homes for abused and neglected children. Walk-up registration at 5:30 p.m., Glow Run at 6:30 p.m. rachesonline.com.
We will have more from the Women of Hope coming up. It's a real delight to have them here today. See this work?
Pleasure.
Yeah, it's a blessing. Sure is. Speaking of blessing, Lieutenant Cheryl Monahan is with us, and she's with the Salvation Army. So, we've been talking about Kirkins and blessings and everything else today. It's good to have you with us. Good to have you with us. And we're getting ready for several things with the Salvation Army. One's going to be the Red Kettle campaign that's going to kick off the 17th
November 17th.
At the mall.
Yes, yes.
All right,
I believe it's time for the Red Kettle.
6 o'clock.
6 o'clock.
6 o'clock.
Yeah, it's going to be a big event. We have several local choirs who are going to come and bless us with some Christmas carols, some speakers.
Okay.
And the City of Jackson Fire Department has wanted to help out, and they're doing a toy drive for us for our angel tree.
Okay, well,
they're going to have the fire truck out there, do like a fill the truck event.
Okay.
We'll have some media there, so it's going to be a good time just to
November 17th. What day of the week is that?
That's a Friday.
Friday 17th at 6 p.m.
Yes.
So be out the Old Hickory Mall right there around JCPenney.
Right in front of the JCPenney entrance.
Entrance there. So we're going to get ready to go. And if you would like to volunteer to help ring the bell during the holidays, certainly Lieutenant Cheryl will sign you up.
She will.
Absolutely.
As many hours as you want to be there. Right?
You and all your friends and family, for sure.
Just bring them all out. Finally make use of those distant third cousins.
That's right.
That you want to see, get them out there, and we'll go to work.
That's right.
Part of all this, of course, is a drive to help families during the holidays, and a key part of that is the Angel Tree program. And the sign-ups are underway this week.
They are. They're happening right now from 9 to 3 every day until Friday.
So families just contact you or whatever if they are sense the need for things during this season?
Yeah, they can contact our office, and we will set an appointment for them. Our phone number is 731-422-1271. They can make an appointment, and it's a quick and painless. It's just a short little process they go through so we can learn about them and make sure that we're giving them the best help that we can.
Okay. All right. So 422-1271. You will continue that through
Friday.
The 27th this
week.
Okay.
Can they also stop by the center?
Absolutely. They can stop by. Even if they don't have an appointment, we want to help those who need help. So if we need to schedule another time for them, I know many families are working, and so 9 to 3 doesn't work out. We will do our very best to work around schedules.
One of the questions that comes up, of course, and anytime you're trying to render service, there's sometimes people that abuse that, and people always want to know, how do you know families and needs and whatever? So
sure, they've been doing this for many years, and so the Salvation Army kind of has a standardized system that we use based on poverty guidelines, and so individuals bring their bills, their expenses, what income they have, and it all goes into a computerized system, and so it's just based on basically what they have left over at the end of the month and what's currently happening in their family situation.
Now, once these families are set up, then and this program is established, then the Angel Tree goes up where?
Yes, so the Angel Tree is going to be at Old Hickory Mall, that same location where the kickoff is happening, right in front of JCPenney. And anyone else, any other businesses, agencies who would like to host an Angel Tree, we are up for that too.
Okay.
So you can put up a tree and we bring you the Angel cards.
All right, so the Angel cards will be what now? That's information about a child or family? Or?
Yes, it'll be just for the children. So on the Angel card, we'll have the child's first name, their age, and then their clothing sizes and anything that they've asked for Christmas that their parents have told us about.
Yeah. Well, it's what we do in Jackson, Tennessee, is we try to care for each other as best we can.
We do.
And
Take
the
care of
Army
everybody.
is right there at the heart of things at Allen and Edgewood in this city.
125 Allen Avenue.
And so
right around the corner.
Yep, right around the corner. It's 422-1271. It's good to see you.
Thank you so
much. We'll get that done, and glad to have Lieutenant Cheryl in this
And be looking for the red kettles coming up soon.
Yes, we'll be there.
Talk to
All
Cheryl.
the holidays, right?
That's right.
It's good to see you,
I'll get your own bell.
All right, you're very good. We'll be right back with more 6 in the City.
Renew Biomedical also uses the same great JEA broadband service as well as the JEA telephone service to make sure our service customers get the support and service they need, both via phone, email, and teleconferencing. We ship service loaners, and it's imperative that we keep in contact with our service customers and get them the feedback they need. And the only way to do that is with a reliable internet and telephone connection.
Jackson 24/7 continues this summer as your source for perspective on people, issues, and key decisions facing our community. Whether it's the economic challenges facing public education, the battle in the streets for local law enforcement, or a bold new leader for higher education, Jackson 24/7 brings you the key questions and answers every day at noon, 4, 6:30, and 9:30 on E+ TV6.
Friday Night Live. High school football is back on E+ TV6. Catch the action every Friday night as E+ TV6 brings you exciting play-by-play of local team rivalries. Check eplusTV6.com for weekly games and replay schedules. This week, the Lake County Falcons play the TCA Lions. Don't miss this great matchup exclusively on E+ TV6.
Welcome back to 6 in the City. certainly a special time of year. We're about to enter all this. And,
we
man, we got
I
everything
can't
from
believe it's time for the holidays.
downtown. Halloween's coming up 1 till 3. Big celebration downtown. If you got family want to dress up,
Halloween's a week
whatever,
from today.
And then Trunk or Treat is this coming Saturday at the ballpark. 2 million pieces of candy are on the way in this city to be distributed.
Gosh.
Half for me and half for everybody else.
This city is going to be on a sugar high for days.
Load up those youngins, get them out to the ballpark, and Jeff Walden and all the folks that have done this. We've been delighted to have the Women of Hope with us, and Marcy in that story, and the gala coming up, and all of our guests. So many things are going on this time of year. And Tanya, we were introduced to Tanya Raven with us, and she has a poem, and then we're going to just turn this program over to Women of Hope. It's been a delight to have all of you, and good Lord willing, we'll see you next week right here from Ward 6 in the city. So Tanya, it's yours.
God, I need you. Do you hear my plea? I'm bound up and chained. Would you please rescue me? There's a glimpse of hope in the depths of my doubt. I'm in a house of mirrors looking for a way out. The ears of my heart hear a kind, small voice. Come follow me while you still have the choice. You don't need those pills. You don't need the dope. Then he flung open the doors to the Women of Hope. This place is a shelter underneath my wings. I've put you here to learn some things. You've got to take that leap. I know it seems hard. Just put your trust in me, and I'll meet you where you are. You say that you don't know how the good life's supposed to be. Just listen to the leaders and to Pastor Marcy. I've anointed each one of them, and I've handpicked you. If you'll follow what they're teaching, you'll know just what to do. 1, then 2, then 3 and 4, I hear my chains as they fall to the floor. My spirit is so light, and my hope has been restored. Your ears heard my cries, you gave me strength to endure. My soul begins to smile, this joy I just can't hide. My God, you had the key to free me from the inside. I look around your world, Lord, and see what you have made, reflections of your fingerprints on each of us displayed.
Bring your time.